What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be very special because as you see in my surrounding, I'm not in my room, I'm in Milano. And since we have the fashion week, or it's basically over, I wanted to talk more about the fashion week, the fall winter season 21-22, and I thought I will take you with me and show you my favorite looks during this season. But before I'm gonna show you and share my favorite looks during this season from my favorite designers, I would like to take you back of the history of Milan and how it became the fashion capital in Italy. Italy was actually 200 years ago not the same as it is right now. It has independent cities, and each city like Venice, Florence, Milan, Rome, they had their own designers, and during that time they were competing with each other because they had like amazing styles. Everyone had their own fabrics. So in 1958 there was a foundation at Camera Nazionale della Moda Italia. I'm sorry for my pronunciation, I did my best. During that time, they founded this foundation to protect and promote these designers, and Milan was at that time the best option to to gather all the designers together and show during that 1 week all the looks and design. The popularity of the ready-to-wear and more affordable designs coming from Paris was exploding, and in that time also Milan came to life and become one of the big four. That means big four cities of fashion in the whole world. The other countries are Paris, London, and New York. But of course, there are also some other cities that have their own designers and want to share. For example, Germany has it in Berlin, Berlin Mercedes Fashion Week. So basically, the Fashion Week is twice a year in the city, and there's the spring-summer collection that is basically at the end of the year, and we have the fall-winter Fashion Week that is in the beginning that we had just right now. It starts like around the end of February and till the 1st of March. Sometimes it's also 1 or 2 days longer, depending how many designers want to share their collections with us. Okay guys, as you see, I'm a different place now. I wanted to finish the video, but it was starting to getting dark, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna finish it later, and turns out I'm back in Germany. But still, I want to share my favorite looks of the Milan Fashion Week. But before we heading there, I need to say that I'm not a professional. I'm not working in the fashion industry. I'm just following some designers and also very interested in it. So if I'm wrong in something, just comment down below. Tell me what your opinion is. I love chatting about it with you guys. But why I'm actually interested in fashion, I can't even afford it. Simple. I think it's super interesting because everything what the designer do and put out there as a new collection is a piece of art. Because can I do it? No. Can someone else know that I know can do it? No. It's really just art in my point of view, and I love to see what they produce, like how the fashion develops from year to year and what we actually gonna wear in the next season or two, and what we get to buy in the stores that we love to go to, because from the runway it takes a bit of time until it starts to sell in the store. So that's why I really like to be a bit ahead and look at the trends, what there is, what I like, and then start to maybe style it myself. So yeah, that's why I'm interested in fashion. But how I actually follow the fashion week. like before COVID, there were influencers that I followed. I was watching their stories or their content, and I could see their favorite looks of the designers through the lens basically, and I saw their interpretation while they were styling some pieces from the designer with their own clothing, and it was like a bit more street style, so that's how I was following it. But since of COVID, there's not this typical fashion week that we know, where like we see so many important people next to the runway taking photos and pictures. It's a bit different now. We can follow the fashion week online, where they put out a video and also take pictures of the look. So this is how I watched it this year. I watched it online on the website of Milan Fashion Week. I can also put down below the website where exactly I watched all the fashion shows of the designers that I'm gonna mention at the end. One more thing that I have to say is that in Milan, it's incredible. Like, all the people, they are so stylish in general on the street. Like, as soon as you enter like the city center, everyone is just having so many designer bags, and also like their clothing are just so stylish. It's incredible. Like, I feel super like out of place, because I don't know, it's just like, wow, I have to get used to this environment. I find really cool that I haven't seen in any other city is that as soon as you enter like the metro station, you have the TV during Fashion Week, where they remember that there is the Fashion Week, for example, with their news. And I have here some clips that I catched during my waiting time at the metro, but also on the bus station there's a billboard with like the dates from when to when the Fashion Week is. I find that really cool. Okay, and now we're getting to my favorite looks. And first and favorite designer is Valentino. Why? I find that designer creates a very feminine look that you easily can just wear on the street as well. Like, I personally really like to highlight the curves of a woman. If you want it more chunky, you can also put an oversized blazer on. But in all, I find it very suitable to every woman. And second favorite designer is Bali. Here I have to say that I haven't followed this designer for a really long time. I just discovered it recently, and I still find it really cool with the letters, and still very feminine. The color scheme is really nice, like the brown and neutral colors. Moving to my third favorite designer is Fendi, and here I have to say that this season saw some repetitive trends from the last season, like the asymmetry of the coats with the fringes, or fringes at the bottom of some skirts. I don't know if I would wear it if I would be on the street, like, or buy it if I could afford it, but it's still cool to see and how it's gonna develop actually to the mainstream fashion. I'm very curious. And then the fourth, but this season I'm not so convinced. I still wanted to tell you about Max Mara, because I find the design looks are super cool, but this season I'm like, okay. One look I can show you that I really liked is this oversized, more straight. For me it's too boyish, to be honest. As I mentioned before, with Valentino we have the complete contrast. It's like very feminine, whereas Max Mara this season more boyish and like masculine. So these four my favorite designers, and I'm really excited to see and watch Paris Fashion Week, which is right now, and I plan to do another video about the Paris Fashion Week and share there my favorite designers and favorite looks. See you guys. I love talking to you, and I wish you a very lovely day. Bye guys.